everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Packers are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Saints defense that will need to be on its game.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A first NFL pick by the rookie Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. And it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Now the rookie out of Tennessee. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They'll go for it. It's Brees. Now Brees lost the football. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw this.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
His throw caught right around the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
The losing streak can take it on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Winner. This is Mark Ingram. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Moves one, but incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And Adams has it, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. His throw here's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Williams. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Marcus Williams, the rookie from Utah. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either, an NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized.
And blitz coming, and down he goes. Jerome Elliott not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Benjamin. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this will be taken at the 13. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game. And he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 76 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Breeze. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And that lead there for the Rams is extended. They just scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They run it again with Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken around the 12. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the second quarter now. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He may try and run for this. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Adams. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. The Jets out to an early lead over the Dolphins. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit of it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Breeze. They'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Hey, check 26. Check 30.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Packers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Williams. 18 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about our admiration for quarterbacks who can extend the life of a play and create another play off of one that appears to have broken down. Should we come up with a different term for Aaron Rodgers? Because he's taking it to a new level.
He loves life outside of the pocket, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Very comfortable out there, and he usually results in good things for Green Bay.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Packers on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
319.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Rodgers on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They run it again with Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 40 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Breeze to throw on second down. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A 10th carry for Kamara. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, Ingram. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. This one complete to Ingram. And he is knocked down from the side at the 36. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They run it here with Thompson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Saints on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now third down. From back at the 2, here's third and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a fourth and goal. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And